Will there be a global recession with the risk of trade war? Vietnam's GDP and inflation perspective in the first quarter of 2025. Welcome to Annam Channels. Today I would like to share with you some information about the economic situation in the world and Vietnam, especially in the context of policy changes and market fluctuations. We look at factors such as the risk of a recession, the monetary policies of central banks, inflation, and their impact on the outlook for the economy and investment. About the world overview. Recession risk. Despite concerns about a global recession, current data does not show this risk to increase. Inflation. Global inflation is trending downwards, making it possible for central banks to loosen monetary policy. Monetary policy. The market expects the Fed to be able to cut interest rates 3 times this year. Technology companies showing signs of decline may no longer be as big a support for the economy as last year. 1. Global recession risk assessment. General opinion. Experts agree that although there are concerns about a global economic recession, the current data is not enough basis to confirm this risk with certainty. Data and metrics. Recession Probability Index. An indicator from Taiwan shows that the probability of a global recession has decreased after 2024, but has recently shown signs of slowing down. PMI, Purchasing Managers Index. The US and European PMIs still show an expansion in the services sector, and the US manufacturing sector has also recovered. Unemployment rate. The unemployment rate in the US has increased slightly, but the general trend is still downward. Inflation. Global inflation is trending downward, with the US releasing better than expected inflation figures. Monetary policy. Central banks around the world are making different moves. China, loosening monetary policy, lowering interest rates, and increasing asset size. Europe. Interest rate cuts stop shrinking balance sheets. US. The market expects the Fed to cut interest rates about 3 times this year. 2. Policy impact and market volatility. Trump's policies. Potential Trump policies such as tariffs and cuts in public spending could cause short-run pain before bringing long-term results. Market volatility. The stock market has shaken, but there are no signs of a major reversal because there has not been a major change in fundamentals. Technology industry. Experts note the downward trend of big tech companies, which could affect the health of the US economy. 3. Vietnam's economic outlook. GDP growth. Experts discuss Vietnam's GDP growth target of 8%. Although there are positive signs from industrial production and retail, it is still necessary to wait for the official data of Q1 for a clearer view. Inflation. Inflation in Vietnam is well controlled, facilitating the easing of monetary policy. Monetary and fiscal policy. The state bank has made flexible adjustments to support liquidity and control interest rates. Public investment. The disbursement of public investment capital is creating a growth engine for the economy. 4. Asset class performance. Defensive assets. Gold remains an effective investment channel with the price of gold rings reaching a new high. Growth assets. Stocks recovered in February, but performance from the beginning of the year has not been high. Liquid assets. Low interest rates make liquid assets not perform as expected. Tips and conclusions. 1. Keep a close eye on economic data. Investors and policymakers need to continue to closely monitor global and Vietnamese economic indicators to make timely and appropriate decisions. 2. Portfolio diversification. In the context of volatile markets, portfolio diversification is crucial to mitigate risk. 3. Focus on internal resources. Vietnam needs to focus on promoting internal resources to achieve economic growth goals, especially in the context of uncertainties in the world economy. 4. Be careful with the technology industry. investors should be careful with the technology industry, as the downward trend of big tech companies can affect the stock market. 5. Take advantage of policy opportunities. The state bank's flexible monetary and fiscal policies create opportunities for investors and businesses. Conclude. We have provided an overview and insight into the global economic situation and Vietnam. While there are challenges and risks, there are also opportunities for growth and development. Closely monitoring data, diversifying portfolios, and taking advantage of supportive policies will help investors and businesses overcome difficulties and achieve success.